It's time for Frankie the Goldfish.
Yep, I'm a goldfish. It's not really that exciting. I swim in this bowl all day. I can't remember what I was doing. I'm just swimming in this bowl here. What's that? Oh,
This has been Frankie the Goldfish.
It's time for Frankie the Zombie Goldfish.
Yep, I'm a goldfish. It's not that exciting. I just swim in the swamp all day, and I can't remember what I was doing. Brains. Brains. What was that?
This has been Frankie the Zombie Goldfish. Good morning. It is February 24th, 2023. I forgot what day it was, which is a regular occurrence for me. Hello, everyone. It is me, Liam, and as always, I am happy to be here. I hope you are having a wonderful Friday. Maybe it is Friday morning where you are. Maybe it is Friday afternoon where you are. Or maybe it is Saturday morning where you are, very late or early, depending on how you like to look at things. Either way, I am so glad that you could join me. I am happy to be here. And today, we're going to chat with viewers. Now, I originally had said that we would have one of these in prime time last week, and this week has been crazy. This has been a crazy week. It has been, I've had a lot going on, as you can imagine, and I didn't get to stream after Monday. If you kind of followed, I streamed like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. And then I went silent because everything got crazy. New students and more work and a lot to do. Steven says, hi, Liam. How's it going? It is going good, Steven. How are you? Hope you are well. Brandon, that blind guy, is here. Hello. If you don't want your cat to eat your goldfish, put it in a tank and not a bowl. Oh, that's good to know. I don't have a cat or a goldfish. Battleman says it is 3 p.m. my time. Stream Elements says bot running, robot face. Liam says good morning. Oh, wait, that's me. And then Liam says first. Okay. That is your update on messages. Yeah, Sonic Remake was cool. Yeah, it was kind of neat. Something short. I like to have a little quick song. I find when you start a stream cold, that is, you don't play anything, it can be really abrupt. Now, also, it is kind of nice because they, it's there and it's like, oh, well, these things are here. But at the same time, it's also, I think, a little frustrating because it's like, wait, why is it just starting? Why did I miss it? What's going on? Help. I also started a little early this morning too, and listen. Today is one of those days. Friday is always my hell day. This Friday doubly so. Also, pardon me, I am drinking a peach monster. It is gross. Ew. Brian says, having chocolate chip waffles and coffee for breakfast while I listen. I don't know about the chocolate chip waffles. Truthfully, I don't know about the... Oh. Brian Baldwin says, good morrow, sir. Currently, Liam is in a onesie. Oh, my son's name is Liam, too. Well, how did you know I was in a onesie? Is your son wearing a onesie, too? That's cool. We have matching outfits. That's pretty awesome. Nikita's here. Hi, Nikita. It's a Nikita Banana, and I'm here to say, dun, 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 dun. Sorry, every time I'm going to see that name, I'm going to think of the Chiquita Banana, and it's going to be Nikita Banana, and it's going to drive you crazy, and I apologize. I have yet to have my breakfast, but my dog is having hers right now. It's sad when your dog gets to eat before you do. You ever notice that? It's like kind of sad. It's like, well, I don't get my breakfast, but my dog gets hers. So yeah, man, this week, and especially today is nuts. So I'm streaming for you guys, which I always love to do. This is like honestly the highlight of my week. Then I have class where I get to hang out with Brian. So that, I mean, now my day has gotten really bad. I'm kidding. Brian's cool. He's cool, dude. If you guys missed the Crazy Party stream on Monday, it was pretty funny. We'll have to I think we got to bring Brian on here and let him co-host and just he's a trip. We could very easily do a Crazy Party After Dark stream. I don't think it'd be much of a problem. So I have class, and then I have a meeting right after class, and then I literally get 20 minutes to myself to maybe have lunch or do something, and then I have a student. So like Friday is just my crazy day. Currently getting a 2-year-old ready while listening before getting my coffee. Well, Nikita says, well, not really. Honestly, I usually wait a little bit to have my breakfast, so it's not too bad. Well, that's good. That's good. I had breakfast earlier. I had pancake and sausage on a stick. It's just like the laziest man's breakfast. It's like you just heat them up and they're on a stick. And it's like a corn dog, but it's not a corn dog. It's pancake and sausage. It's the greatest invention ever made. And you just dip it in syrup like a savage. So this week I got a new toy. I ended up caving in and getting the iPhone 14 Pro. And I think it's interesting. It's definitely cool. I mean, obviously, the thing that people are kind of kooky over with the iPhone is, if I can do it, is that when you power it down, it patings. Let's see. I think my phone's broken. Let's see here. I can't power my phone off. No, now I wrecked my phone. Uh-oh. All right. Let's fix this. All right, so if I power my phone off, it goes ding. So that seems to be here. I'll power it back on so you guys can hear it. If you haven't heard this, here you go. So I'm powering my phone back on. Should go back on here in a moment. Whoop. Yeah. So that's with the new iPhone, the 14. I know the Pro does it. I think the regular 14 does it too. I don't think it's like amazing, but I didn't realize it did that till I had to power cycle it, and I was like, oh yeah, it pings. It makes little startup and shutdown chimes. My 11, your 11 does that, Brandon. My 12 doesn't. Yeah, my 12 doesn't do that. You can also tell Siri to restart your phone. Yeah, I could have done that too, couldn't I? Well, okay. I didn't realize it did that. Yeah, I don't know. My older ones never did that. I don't know what's up with that. Kind of cool, I guess. Oh, the 11 only pings on shutdown, not startup. Huh, I wonder why. Okay. Interesting. So I got the Pro. It's kind of cool. I'm not going to sit here and say that LiDAR sets the world on fire. It could have some interesting uses, though, and I'd like to test them. I just haven't had a use for it yet. Also, this Monster Peach stuff is kind of gross because it's that fake peach flavoring. I think what is disgusting is fake peach and fake watermelon. Fake watermelon is especially gross because of my experiences with watermelon pucker. But fake peach is just, it doesn't, I don't know. Oh, interesting. In 16.1, there was the shutdown sound would play regardless of the model. Oh, geez. Okay. That's kind of a weird thing. Okay. Well, I mean, whatever. Okay. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So I've been playing with 11 Labs some more, and they introduced a really cool tool that lets you generate voices based on parameters. And those have been super interesting. Actually, I've been having more fun with those than actually making models. Now, I did make another Liam model. Let me show you guys that. Actually, let's see here. I gotta go fix this. I was not prepared. What a surprise. It is honestly rare when I am prepared for something. Usually I am very ill prepared for everything. Yeah, I've seen the World Channel. I haven't had a use for it yet. The spatial audio navigation stuff is cool. Doesn't really do much for me, honestly. I would like to try it in maybe a more unfamiliar environment. But I don't feel like it's what I need. I don't know what I need, actually. So maybe I don't know, you know? All right, so let's choose Liam. Let's see. Hi there. Hi, this is Irving. All right, so here we go. Here's my Liam voice. I kind of recorded it at 6 a.m. I was a little growly, but I feel like it makes me sound better. So let's give it a try, see how it sounds.
Hi, this is Liam Irvin, and you are tuned in to Chatting with Viewers. I hope you're having fun. If not then, well, I don't really know what to tell you.
It sounds like the voice you'd hear if you called 1-900-LIAM. Oh, geez. That's not good. Hey, Mark. I sincerely hope you prepare yourself before you have a student. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I prepare. I definitely get prepared. And that's today I'm stressed out because I like to take some time to meditate. Legit, I meditate before a student if I can. I'll do some deep breathing. I'll calm myself. I'll make sure that I'm in a good headspace. And I don't get to do that today. Brandon says, "Holy crap." I don't know if I like how it makes me sound. Let me regenerate it. Hold on. Let's see.
Hi, this is Liam Irvin, and you are tuned in to Chatting with Viewers. I hope you're having fun. If not, then, well, I don't really know what to tell you.
Oh, I screwed up tuned in. All right, hold on. Also, you can change the, let me try to, I'm going to set him to, there we go. Let me fix these numbers a little bit. So there's 2 sliders you can change. Let's try this. I reset the numbers.
Hi, this is Liam Irvin, and you are tuned in to Chatting with Viewers. I hope you're having fun. If not, then, well, I don't really know what to tell you.
Oh, interesting. Well, that sucks. I had issues with the game echoing through my headset. Yeah, you might be getting some headset bleed. It's normal. Those things do happen. Been busy listening, but figured I'd mention I got my tabletop mic holder for Crazy Party after dark. I'm set. Oh gosh. Crazy Party After Dark with Liam and Brian. Actually, wait. I'll get the Liam voice to announce it. To Crazy Party After Dark. All right, we'll have Liam do it. I don't need to do it anymore.
You're listening to Crazy Party After Dark with Liam and Brian. Hold on to your behind.
There. See, I don't even need to talk anymore. I've got Liam to do it for me. It sounds too deep to be you. Also, what's up? Hey, that's rude. Why? I like the way I sound. That's me in the morning. I think it sounds much better. I think my normal voice, it doesn't like very much. Make it all emotional again and make it say, welcome to Crazy Poopy. Oh, man. But this thing's pretty fun. So I want to show you guys one of the new features that's really cool. And this is something I can show you because, well, I don't have to agree to any rights on any voices. So we can do, let's see, we can do voice design. So we can choose whether we want, there we go. Do we want female or male? We're going to go with male. Do we want young, middle age, or old? We're going to go with old. Do we want American, British, African, Australian, or Indian? Let's go with British. And then we have a slider that adjusts how strong the accent is. All right, so I'm going to make him say something. Let's see. All right, so I typed in some text. I'll click generate, and it is going to generate a random model.
Hello, everyone. There is nothing I enjoy more than sitting in my comfy chair while watching an episode of Countdown. I suppose Liam's live streams rate a distant second.
So if I'm like, I don't like that voice, it doesn't work for me, I can click generate again and get a different one. Waiting for it to generate.
Hello, everyone. There is nothing I enjoy more than sitting in my comfy chair while watching an episode of Countdown. I suppose Liam's live streams rate a distant second.
Oh no, robots are replacing Liam, says Mark. Let's see. So we've got that one. That one's okay. I might make a different one, though. Give me a different old British dude.
Hello, everyone. There is nothing I enjoy more than sitting in my comfy chair while watching an episode of Countdown. I suppose Liam's live streams rate a distant second.
I don't like that one. All right. Let's try another one. Wait for it to generate. It does take a little bit to make the model. Sometimes it's faster.
Hello, everyone. There is nothing I enjoy more than sitting in my comfy chair while watching an episode of Countdown. I suppose Liam's live streams rate a distant second.
All right, I like that one. He's a good narrator, so we're going to call him Old British Narrator. And then click Create Voice. And look, I've got an Old British Narrator voice that I can use for whatever I need him to narrate for me. You should have picked Australian because we know how you feel about Australians. Yeah, but then I would have done Australian female Blind Life Gaming. That wouldn't have been Australian male. Yeah. So what I really like about this is that you are allowed 30 voices. So you literally could generate a ton of these models and then use them for projects. If you want to make, I don't know. I mean, you could, theoretically, I guess you could use them for games because I think you're given a commercial license for them. Now I've made like some cloned voices that I can't show you because I made them for fun, but I don't have the rights to share the data with them, you know. So we do have Liam. So some people saying the Liam voice is too deep. I don't know. I mean, the problem is that every time I've tried to make a voice, it has completely screwed up my voicing process. All right, so let's just see. I just want to see.
You're listening to Crazy Party After Dark with Liam and Brian. Hold on to your behind.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound... I don't know. It's not really able to capture my voice. We were messing... Yes, I've seen it do that. I've seen it do that where, like, the emphasis really messes with... Let's try Liam with full emphasis. Do I need to set it to 1 or 0? Let's see.
You're listening to Crazy Party After Dark with Liam and Brian. Hold on to your behind.
All right, I think it needs to go to 0. This is called 11 Labs. This is not free software. You need to pay for a subscription. Thank goodness it's not free because, you know. But you do need to pay for a subscription to it. It is an interesting tool. No, it does not do real-time text-to-speech that you can use with SAPI. I hope it never does. That would be horrifying. All right, here we go.
You're listening to Crazy Party After Dark with Liam and Brian. Hold on to your behind.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I'm scared. It doesn't really sound like me. No, first month's not free anymore. They changed that in a hurry. Yeah, as far as I understand, you have the rights to use them commercially. I have seen nothing, Word Nerd, that says that you can't use them commercially. In the plan details, it says commercial rights. I would have to check. If somebody wants to go research it, go ahead. My understanding is, and again, this is just my understanding. My understanding is that what you generate, you have to have a higher plan. So it can't be the $5 plan that does not give you commercial rights. I upgraded to the $20 a month plan to mess with it a little bit more because I wanted to mess with it a bit. You need to add extra punctuation and make a longer paragraph and it goes nuts. Oh, really? Why don't we give, here we go. Let's give Liam a section out of the Super Liam Read Me. All right, let's see. Oh, God. This rereading this makes me cringe internally. All right, here we go. Oh, that's $4.90. Okay, this is fine. All right, here we go. Oh, God. Oh, God, this could be so bad.
Liam was your typical everyday teen. He went to school, came home, did his homework, shot some hoops, and chased after girls. That would all change one day. High above the earth, X1 sat in his control room contemplating what he would do. A full moon, laughed X1. I can finally conquer the earth like I had planned for years. Just then, there was a loud explosion. No, cried X1. No, the ship is crashing. Alarms rang, lights flashed, and then all was silent.
Doing? Oh my gosh. Let's have the old British narrator read it. All right. Old British narrator is going to read the same text. I didn't set the emphasis all the way up, though.
Liam was your typical everyday teen. He went to school, came home, did his homework, shot some hoops, and chased after girls. That would all change one day. High above the earth, X1 sat in his control room contemplating what he would do. Ah, a full moon, laughed X1. I can finally conquer the earth like I had planned for years. Just then, there was a loud explosion. No, cried X1. No, the ship is crashing. Alarms rang, lights flashed, and then all was silent.
No. All right, let's set old British guy to one. Oh my God. All right, here we go.
Liam was your typical everyday teen. He went to school, came home, did his homework, shot some hoops, and chased after girls. That would all change one day. High above the earth, X1 sat in his control room, contemplating what he would do. Ah, a full moon, laughed X1. I can finally conquer the earth like I had planned, for years. Just then there was a loud explosion. No, cried X1. No, the ship is crashing. Alarms rang, lights flashed, and then all was silent.
Okay, so its ability to narrate's a little suspect sometimes, but what if we do it with completely no? Let's do it as flat as possible.
Liam was your typical everyday teen. He went to school, came home, did his homework, shot some hoops, and chased after girls. That would all change one day. High above the earth, X1 sat in his control room contemplating what he would do. Ah, a full moon, laughed X1. I can finally conquer the earth like I had planned for years. Just then, there was a loud explosion. No, cried X1, no, the ship is crashing. Alarms rang, lights flashed, and then all was silent.
Yeah, you kind of need to leave it where it's at. But, no. It's a little suspect sometimes. He sounds constipated at the second setting. So, I do think there are a lot of really good uses for this, though. I know one of the things that they're trying to get it to do is be a tool for narrations and things like that. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I think it's got a lot of potential. I love that you can use 1 minute or so of your voice and get, you know, a interesting. So I mentioned this last week. I don't know. I think it's suspect, but I did take eloquence and I would assume that it's okay. So we're going to have this is its attempt to humanize eloquence. And so actually really I should probably set it down here and flatten it. Maybe. I'll just leave it here. Yeah. So this is eloquence reading the same passage, but as a human.
Liam was your typical everyday teen. He went to school, came home, did his homework, shot some hoops, and chased after girls. That would all change one day. High above the earth, X1 sat in his control room contemplating what he would do. Ah, a full moon, laughed X1. I can finally conquer the earth like I had planned for years. Just then there was a loud explosion. No, cried X1. No, the ship is crashing. Alarms rang, lights flashed, and then all was silent.
So that's eloquence running through that, and that's amazing and disturbing, actually. So the other toy that we've been playing with is Adobe. It's the, what do they call it? Like, let me just see. I'm pulling up the page on it here. They have Adobe Podcast AI recording and editing. And they have a feature called enhanced speech, which is supposed to take your audio and make it sound like it was recorded in a professional studio. So I'm thinking I'm going to like record something and try this one out. Give it a little shot. No, it does not work with JAWS. It's not a real-time. Again, this is not something that you hook with text-to-speech. It's not SAPI. It is a web-based tool. It is not a real-time tool. Okay. So I'm going to go record something. And I'm purposely going to move off the microphone. Now, obviously, I'm on a pro microphone, so it's sort of... Well, actually, I got a better idea. Hold on. How about I use the Yeti? Now, the Yeti is pretty good. Here's a little of my Yeti, but the Yeti is kind of back in the corner right now. Oh, maybe it's not. Did I mute it? Maybe I muted it. I don't know. Let me see. So here's a little bit of the Yeti, but the Yeti's back in the corner right now. Perfect. Okay. So we're going to leave the Yeti right there. I'm going to record something. Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to... Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers. Today, I'll be chatting with viewers, your viewers, and I hope you're ready to be chatted with. Chat, chat, chat. We are chatting. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers. Today... All right, so obviously, Yeti, not a bad mic. I'm just off of it right now. Hello. So, you know. So we're going to save that really quick. Bloop. There we go. All right, so we know the original. Let me read messages here while we're going along. Is there anything going on this weekend stream-wise? Lexi, I don't know yet. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Will the interface work with JAWS? I would assume so. I don't see why it wouldn't. Again, I don't use JAWS. I teach JAWS, but I don't use JAWS. So, I mean, does it work with NVDA? Yeah. Does it work with JAWS? Probably. I don't see why it wouldn't. Why the obsession with snow from blue microphones? What? I'm not sure what you're asking me, Austin. All right, so we've heard, here's the original. Sorry. Let's see. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers. Today. All right, so there's that. All right, so we're going to upload that. Now, this thing takes a while, so I need to just wait. I will come back to that in a moment. I need like a timer. Like I need like a little egg timer when it's done cooking. So the site is 11labs.com. I think it's .com. Is it .io. Sorry, 11labs.io. You do need to pay. There is not a free trial to create or clone voices. Also, if you are going to make a voice, I cannot state this enough. Please have rights to the material that you're using. Obviously, what you do in the privacy of your own home is your own business, but please do not take someone's voice and then post it somewhere. It is really rude and can be hurtful. I mentioned last week the incident where a person, I guess you could call them a human. I don't really think that they deserve the title of human, but we'll say an organism that is human-like, took a friend of mine who is deceased and took his speech, ran it through the system, and typed out a bunch of stuff and then publicly posted it on a social media site. And it was very hurtful. You have the blue snowball, the blue snowflake, and the blue yeti because they like cold things. Cold things are cool. Yetis are cool. So don't do that. Be a decent human being. Don't go and take someone and twist their words and stuff. All right. So here's the original chatting. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers. Today, I'll be chatting with viewers, your viewers, and I hope you're ready to be chatted with. All right, and it sounds like this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chatting with Viewers. Today, I'll be chatting with viewers, your viewers, and I hope you're ready to be chatted with. Chat, chat, chat. We are chatting. So, yeah, man, Adobe is quietly doing some interesting stuff. I'm actually suitably impressed. Yeah, I know it's low, but unfortunately, people don't think. They don't use their brains, and they think that it's okay, and they don't think about the harm that sort of thing causes. And it's really especially sad because that really caused a lot of emotional harm to my friend's, I guess, widow. They weren't technically married per se, but that's their partner. And that was, you just made them relive a lot of pain. And so I think it's gross. And so don't do it. I mean, also really it's against the terms of service. So, but again, if you're gonna, cause I think we've all played with this thing and we've all done stuff with it, but also the things that I have done to test it and to have fun with it, I haven't played publicly, nor will I ever, because really, that's not right. Hey, Maddie, how's it going? So, the other big news, guys, the big thing that's come out is Mortal Kombat 12. Very quietly, too. It was just kind of, I don't think they were ready to have it announced. I'm sure NetherRealm is not too happy right now. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 12 supposed to be out by the end of the year. We don't know anything at all yet, but we know that it's coming, and I'm excited, very much so. I need to get an Xbox now because I rather play on Xbox than on PS5. Excuse me. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for 12. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm more of a casual player, so I'm not interested in the whole tournament scene. But I can't wait. Woo! Mortal Kombat. Woo woo. That will be exciting. I know there's a lot of questions about, like, where does the story go? What characters do we get? Obviously, you know, do we get enhanced accessibility? I'm hoping that we'll get better stuff this time, more narrated menus. No, I disagree. The big thing that will happen is the BK3 marathon. Yeah. March, what do we say? March 18th, right? Yeah. So that's going to be fun too. If you guys don't know, I'm going to be playing BK3 March 18th. I don't have a start time for that. I'm still working on the start time. Probably going to be early because you guys know me. I like to run these things early in case they run all day. I am going to Chicago the week after, so I figured it would be a good weekend to stream it. And we'll be seeing how far we can get in BK3. I've got some cool prizes to give away. I've got some copies of Kilta, a couple copies of War Sim. We're going to be giving away a couple copies of Upheaval, and probably maybe some Mist World cards. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. I'm not sure I want to play Mortal Kombat anymore since it's starting to go way over the top with all the violence. That's why I love it. That's what Mortal Kombat is. It's over the top violence. It's always been over the top violence. Listen, even in the 90s, it was way over the top. It's just changing with the times. I love it. Pull out someone's spine. I mean, that's what you could do in the original game. But it's just, now we've made it more real. And I think that's the difference is in the 90s, we didn't have the ability to make things look real. It was digitized, but it was animated. You knew it was animated. It's still animated now, but our ability to make things look real is way different than it was 30 years ago. I think if we showed people from 1992 Mortal Kombat from 2021, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves. I've often heard that DC should take pointers from the MK devs when designing stories for their DCEU movies. Oh my gosh, yeah. The story writers in for Mortal Kombat, especially 11, are really good. And it was actually a really cool article about that. The guy that wrote the one of the story writers for 11 is actually a pacifist and does not believe in violence. And so his ability to write the story was very fascinating because of the fact that he's really diametrically opposed to violence. Hello, Shane. Am I ever going to finish Last of Us? I might. I mean, really, I'd rather just watch the TV show. I think the TV show is better than the game. Yeah, it's your hot take for the day. I don't think the game compares to the TV show. I think the TV show, so much better. That's your hot take. I think a lot of people are gonna be like, "Are you kidding me?" And yes, I know without the game we wouldn't have the TV show, but I really think the TV show is rocking it right now. I am waiting for Sunday. I cannot wait. Oh man, I'm looking for another good episode. Last week's is really good. This week's is going to be fun. We've got 3 episodes left, and I'm here for it. I cannot wait. I think they're going overboard with putting characters in the game that have nothing to do with the MK universe. No, I disagree. I love it. Listen, I love RoboCop. I love having Spawn. I love these guest characters. They're fun. They're different and they're interesting. RoboCop was really cool. It was kind of a weird pick, but I love RoboCop. I am such a huge RoboCop fan. It's one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it. And so actually being able to play as RoboCop with Peter Weller voicing him was amazing. And I was so happy that I got to do that. Like, legit, I was over the moon happy with that. When they were like, hey, we're bringing RoboCop to Mortal Kombat, I was just like, no way. And then they were like, hey, you can get RoboCop as an announcer voice. And I was like, no way. It was like the coolest thing ever. I loved in MK11 that they brought the movie skins. So you can actually get like the voices of Lyndon Ashby, Christopher Lambert, and what's her face? Bridget Sampras Wilson, or Wilson Sampras, as their movie characters. Like, that made me so happy too. But my cinnamon clumped and my coffee, I just throw in like creamer, bro. And I love random characters in MK. I also used to have Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Yes, I loved Armageddon. Armageddon was great. Yeah, I heard about the MK leak. You better believe I have. I'm sure NetherRealm is not happy right now. They even brought Kratos from God of War. You know, that one, I didn't really care much because I don't have a PS3, so I never played it as him. But I thought it was kind of cool. I neither like or dislike the guest characters that are just there. I love. Listen, Joker is fun. Joker has probably my favorite fatalities in the game. RoboCop is fun because RoboCop. Rambo, I could take or leave. I like that they have him, but I'm whatever. Terminator was cool, though it is unfortunate that they didn't get Arnold to voice him. The other, who we had, Spawn. Spawn's cool. I love Spawn. Like, I don't think a lot of people know about Spawn. Spawn is great. I don't feel like the guest character. I feel like, am I missing one? Let's see. Spawn, Joker, Terminator, RoboCop. Yeah. What a year for fight game fans. Street Fighter 6, MK12, and this earning next year, Tekken 8. And 2 of the 3 I'm excited for. Street Fighter 6, I want to play it. Mortal Kombat 12, I am there for it. Tekken 8, I like Tekken. And if you go through my channel, you'll see I've done playthroughs of 2 and 3. I like Tekken. Tekken has lost me over the years. Oh, Rambo. You know, I got Rambo. So Rambo, RoboCop, Spawn, Joker, Terminator. I feel like there's one more. Was there 5 guest characters? I guess there was. I think they're all pretty good. I still am sad we didn't get Ash Williams. That would have been a really fun character, and getting Bruce Campbell to voice him would have been really cool. And I hope one day we'll get the story of why that fell through. No, Brian McKinnish says, I didn't much like the... Listen, 2014 RoboCop sucked. It just didn't need to happen. The original RoboCop, though, so good. I love that movie. Just great. Rambo, I was not... To me, that was the weakest character. I'm also not really a huge Rambo fan. Although I do like Rambo. Don't get me wrong. I think Rambo's a cool character. I just didn't really get behind him like I did with the other guest characters. I even enjoyed Terminator more because I like Terminator. Terminator is cool. I just... Did I like? Okay, a couple questions coming in. Where do I think the story will go? I'm thinking that the story is going to pick up in the new timeline with Liu Kang as God of whatever. So I'm thinking they're going to do like a story reboot. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know. It's hard to say. Did I like RoboCop 3? Not really. 2 was fine. 3, I just didn't. No. It's kind of like the Taken series. I love Taken 1. I enjoyed Taken 2. Taken 3 didn't need to happen. It's rare that you can do a third movie and make a good movie as a third. A lot of times I feel like you've done 1, you've done 2, let it go. Feel free to correct me. I just like Ninja Turtles 3 I didn't like. Back to the Future 3 I didn't like. The Jaws 3 was horrible. Jaws 2 wasn't great either. But like in a lot of cases it's really hard to do sequels and make them good. Yeah, I feel the same with the Home Alone series. Listen, I don't even count Home Alone 3 as a Home Alone movie. I don't even count that. To me, that's just random Christmas movie. It has nothing to do with the Home Alone series. It just, no. I miss old school Mortal Kombat music. The soundtrack for the modern games completely sucks. So I think the problem is that we lost Dan Forden. And so we've got different soundtrack designers now, and we just kind of lost that Mortal Kombat touch. But like the music in 9 was good. The music in 10 was okay. 11's music, I just don't even recognize it. Like it doesn't mean anything to me. It's just completely unmemorable. I think lots of people dislike 3 because of the toned down violence in order to get a PG-13 rating. Well, you know that the original Mortal Kombat, the original RoboCop was actually not rated. It was actually rated X. And they had to make a bunch of changes. That's actually why there's a couple scenes in there with that are kind of goofy. Like they've got the commercials for the games and stuff, and like I'd buy that for $1 and just because the movie could not get rated. And actually there's a scene where when they shoot Alex Murphy in the head, I think they cut away from it. Originally they didn't cut away and you actually see the gunshot to the head. Categories to think about. Movies where the second was better than the first. Ace Ventura. Yes, I like the second one better. I thought the second one was funnier. Second movie where it's better than the first. Oh man. I got to think about this. Second where movies where the second is better than the first. Well, we're definitely we're not gonna say Mortal Kombat because Annihilation was horrendous. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. Second movies where the second is better than the first. I'm gonna say that I like The Rescuers Down Under better than I like The Rescuers. That's another hot take for the day. I liked it better. It's more, it might just be more memorable to me, and that's why maybe I like it better. Now, whether it's a better movie, I don't know, but I liked it better. Oh, no. Sequels that are better than the originals. No, we're not talking about reboots. We're talking about actual sequels. This is I'm just like going through my movie stuff and thinking. So I thought Taken 2 was good. It's not better than the first though. I definitely would say RoboCop 1 is the best out of the series. I'm I don't know about second parts of the movie, but Rocky 4 is the best out of that entire series. Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, actually, Rocky 4 was really good. Terminator 2, Toy Story 2, Star Trek 2. I'm going to disagree with you on Toy Story 2. I will agree with you on Terminator 2, however. Star Trek I can't really speak of. I haven't really watched the movies. But no, I did not like Toy Story 2 as much. I mean, I like the fact that Newman is the villain, which is great. But Toy Story 1 to me is still my favorite out of the series. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is better than Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. You know, actually, I did kind of like Chamber of Secrets better. I mean, to me, those are the only two Harry Potter movies I like. And it's all because we lost Richard Harris. And he's Dumbledore, man. And like, it was horrible when they had to replace him and they just lost something. Because Richard Harris made that character, like, he was so good. And I mean, he passed away. It's not his fault. I can't blame him. But like, I don't know. 1 and 2, though, I still really enjoy, and I like them equally because I think they both did things really well. Yes, Lexi pointing out the Jeopardy stations. I listen to them all the time. They are fantastic. I've yet to watch the Mortal Kombat movie from 2021. Now, I really liked that movie. I have to admit, I thought it was very good. Was it great? No. Was it bad? No. But I thought it was a fun ride. It was like, I enjoyed it though because I enjoy Mortal Kombat, and so I enjoyed the spin on what they did. I do feel like that if you were watching it as a standalone movie, it would suck. But I appreciated the fan service. Yeah, T2 was way better and agree with HP2. I think both HPs were good. I need to rewatch 1 and 2 again. If you're a Star Wars fan, I'm sure a lot of people will tell you that Empire Strikes Back is slightly better than A New Hope. I don't know, man. I mean, I can't. Star Wars is hard because to me, I don't know how to rank them because they all kind of do things differently. I felt like you needed one to have the other. I don't know if you can get them over there, Blind Life, because you are in the UK. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I kind of like, honestly, I like Return of the Jedi better. That's my favorite out of the original trilogy. Or, I mean, if we want to go with the original poster, Revenge of the Jedi. But I don't know. I mean, A New Hope is good. Empire Strikes Back is all right. But A Return is kind of my favorite because it kind of brings it all together. So, yeah, I don't know. I would say, though, that T2 was really good, yeah. I mean, definitely far and above. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. But yeah, so this kind of started because my hot take of the week is that The Last of Us TV show is better than the game, and because Lexi asked when I'm going to finish streaming Last of Us, and I don't really want to. I just want to watch the TV show. The game's fine, but I like the TV show better because I like the story, and I like that I don't get interrupted every 5 minutes to go kill zombies and explore. I love that I'm getting this engaging story, and they can do stuff on TV that they can't do in the game. Which Space Jam do you like better, 1 or 2? I don't even listen. I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen the second Space Jam. I don't even want to see it. To me, Space Jam is always Space Jam. There is one funny scene though in Space Jam Returns where they're like, we need Michael Jordan, and they get Michael B. Jordan, and it's hilarious. That was the one funny part to me in that movie. I actually saw that clip and laughed, but I'm just not interested in new Space Jam. And I understand it's LeBron James and it's a current generation, but to me, it's always going to be Michael Jordan. It's going to be like the original. I mean, obviously Mel Blanc had passed away by then, so it wasn't him doing the voices of the characters, but like to me, it's always going to be that 90s Space Jam, and it was unique and had never been done. I cannot get with the new Space Jam. So, yeah, I don't know. Sorry about a Hero's Call. I don't have a link for them. I don't know who's, like, I don't know if the lights are still on over there. Hopefully somebody can get you an email or something, Blind Life, but I have no idea. Yeah, I'd probably watch Space Jam 2 if it was on, but I wouldn't seek it out because of nostalgia. Yeah, I mean, it's not even just nostalgia. It's just, to me, it was original. Now it's like, let's reboot it. Why? Why do you have to reboot it? What's wrong with the original? What do you not have in the original that you need in the new one? I think the original is pretty perfect. I think it's a wacky story, but also teaches a lesson and teaches a really good lesson, which is believe in yourself. And Michael Jordan. Like, what else do you need, man? Michael Jordan's awesome. I'm much more familiar with Looney Tunes back in action than I am with Space Jam, but that's probably because I was 1 year old when Space Jam came out. You know what? Actually, speaking of Looney Tunes, I really like on HBO Max are the new cartoons. They're really good. I'm very impressed with what they've done with the new cartoons. If you have HBO Max, go check them out. It's just Looney Tunes cartoons. They came out, I believe, in 2020. They've actually got audio description, which really makes watching them and understanding them so much easier. And they're funny. I mean, they kind of go back to that sort of like violent slapstick sense of humor that the Looney Tunes cartoons had, but they still keep the writing is really good, and it doesn't try to change much. Yeah, they did a look at all the movies nowadays and compared to decades ago, and the amount of reboots and remakes is ridiculous. Only less than 20% of movies coming out are even remotely originals. Yeah, we're in this whole rebooting phase right now in Hollywood, and it's crazy. But yeah, the Looney Tunes cartoons, the new ones, are really good. And I'm really picky on my Looney Tunes stuff, but I really love what they did because they were like, let's just go back to what worked. Let's go back to the over-the-top violence, Wile E. Coyote getting squished by a boulder and then having to peel himself off the boulder. And like, let's go back to like sticks of dynamite and pulling my favorite gimmicks is the pulling the person through the painting. You draw them and then you pull them out of the painting. That's always been like a funny thing that I've always enjoyed. But yeah, just their ability to sort of boot those, but in a way that is like true to the source material. And some of the jokes are really funny. A personal favorite of mine is it's Daffy Duck and Porky Pig are in a car and they're driving down a freeway and they pass a speed limit sign and it says 24 FPS. So the speed limit is 24 frames per second, which is what cartoons were made at those times. And I was just like, that's really kind of a funny little clever thing that you might not catch. And so I appreciate that. Oh, sadly, HBO Max has removed about half the original Looney Tunes lineup. Oh, and they got rid of Flintstones too? That's too bad. That's really strange. I don't know what's going on there. But no, I would definitely check those out. I was kind of wary of them myself. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like them. Why are we rebooting Looney Tunes? Also, why aren't we giving Elmer Fudd a gun? They apparently gave him a gun later. They gave it back to him in later seasons, but for a while he was chasing Bugs Bunny around with a pitchfork, which is weird to me. No. Elmer Fudd is a hunter. He has a gun. I think actually hunting a rabbit with a pitchfork is more violent. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, I feel the same about Space Jam. I want to watch the second one, says Lisa. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just can't. When they announced it, I was like, meh, no. I'm good. I've got my original. I'm happy with it. It ticks the boxes for me. I think it's cool that we're introducing a new generation to the concept of Space Jam, but why can't we introduce them to Space Jam? And I wonder if it's because the idea is a lot of people don't know who Michael Jordan is now, which I understand. So I guess the idea is, well, let's use LeBron James. Everyone knows who he is. But I feel like you're kind of losing something in trying to remake something that was really good. But that's how it works. Now, like Mortal Kombat, I liked the 2021 movie because they put a different spin on it, and they didn't try to remake the original movie, but like updating, characters. It was more like, let's take a spin on it and try something. So if you're into Mortal Kombat, YouTube, it's a short film. If you haven't seen it, Mortal Kombat Rebirth. And it's really kind of cool. It was a 7-minute short film that they filmed in 2010. And it was supposed to kind of be like a pilot for something. It's really neat. I would give it a look because it's kind of like, what if Mortal Kombat was not supernatural and all of the stuff in Mortal Kombat was grounded in realism? And obviously there was a little supernatural stuff going on with, like, I think Shang Tsung, they mention him, but like in general, the people are all humans. They're just weird humans. And I thought that was really fascinating. I just realized I'm useless while listening, trying to write up this evaluation I just did, but caught myself with fingers just sitting still on my work computer. Oh, gosh. Brian, stop listening and start working. I'm wondering the same thing about Blue's Clues. I don't really like the reboot with Josh. I like him, but he's not Steve. And I think he's trying too hard. Whereas I don't feel like Steve had to try. Like, I don't think Steve is always that peppy, but I didn't feel like he was faking it either. Like, he was just like, hey, I'm happy to be here. Let's do this thing. I feel like Josh is like trying to, I feel like he's trying too hard. Warner Brothers has not been kind to animated content lately. After all, they gave us Velma this year. I haven't watched it. I was intrigued. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I am about to make everyone really mad. Brian McKinnish with a really good question. What about the 2 Willy Wonka movies? I like the older one a bit better. Both are good though. I do not like the old one. I don't like it. I've gotten in so many fights with people over this. I think the Tim Burton one with Johnny Depp is way more true to the book, is way more true to the tone of the book, is accurate to the source material, accurate to what Roald Dahl was trying to do. And I think it's so much better. I don't see the problem with Willy Wonka in the 70s one is I love Gene Wilder. I think Gene Wilder is an amazing actor. I think the movie is not a bad movie, actually. I don't hate the movie. My problem is that it takes the source material and destroys it. Roald Dahl does not write happy movies. He does not write happy books. He doesn't. Roald Dahl is kind of like almost like a modern day, like Brothers Grimm. If you've read it, the original Brothers Grimm fairy tales, they're really dark. They're really scary. They're not always happy. Roald Dahl likes to write stuff where bad things happen to good kids. Look at like Matilda. Look at like The Witches. And so he's got this thing about writing bad things happening to kids. And though Willy Wonka does do that, it tries to sort of like couch it in whimsy. And, who can take a rainbow? And to me, it's just not like, that's not what the book is. To me, the book is kind of like a dumbed down retelling of the seven deadly sins. Slothfulness, whatever. I don't know all the sins, but to me, that's kind of what the book was, is it was all about, it's sort of like the seven deadly sins. And they don't use all seven, but it was very interesting to me that when the original came out, like just how it ruined the source. And it was interesting too, and I didn't know this till later, but like Roald Dahl had actually said after they made the movie, "You will never make another of my movies while I'm alive." And he stuck to that. And so none of the other movies came out till after he died. So like Matilda, which I actually think he would have loved, was really good. Danny DeVito was in that, and I think his wife at the time was in it, and just really good movie and dark, and that's what he wrote. I think the problem with Willy Wonka or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is, okay, let's see. YouTube just blew up here. Yeah, Brian says Steve from Blue's Clues all the way. So what I was going to say is the problem with the new movie is that it tries to do some stuff that I don't think was fully resolved. So like Willy Wonka's dad is an interesting touch, but I don't feel like was really fully fleshed out. Although, hey, it's Christopher Lee, so that was cool. I felt was kind of weak. But I like the movie overall. I like the tone of it. Johnny Depp is creepy. He makes a really creepy Willy Wonka, which is what you want. The grandparents are definitely a lot more old and decrepit, which is how they are in the book. I just liked the movie, the second one, better. The Oompa Loompas stuck to the songs from the book, which was really cool. And you got Danny Elfman doing music, right? So his ability to score that was amazing. Veruca Salt has the really cool 60s Britpop thing going on. Augustus Gloop has kind of the Bavarian, Oompa sort of style of music a little bit. Loved it. Baby Moy says, bro, I just searched for Flintstones on HBO Max and I see it. Colby Amanda says, I like them both, though I do agree the new one's better. Brian says, about to make everyone mad. Didn't really see the second one, but didn't like them. Rather watch Silver Streak. I was never a fan of the fact that the Burton film gave Wonka daddy issues. That was never in the book either. Yeah. Now I never read The Great Glass Elevator, so I don't actually know how that, if any of that comes from Great Glass Elevator. I do agree with you. I kind of felt that was the one problem with the movie. And the problem I think that Tim Burton had was, how do I tie it together? How do I wrap it up? How do we make it good? Because obviously there needs to be a problem. There needs to be conflict. And I don't think the original had that in the way that he was satisfied with. BFG was the first Roald Dahl book I read. James and the Giant Peach is my favorite, though. First book I ever read was The Witches. Loved it. Haven't seen the movie. Don't really care to, because the book was fine for me. Witches was my first. I've read a lot of his stuff. I really like him as an author. He is really creepy and dark, and he was messed up. He was definitely messed up in the head, and that's what was great. I do like the Oompa. Yes, I do like the Oompa Loompa songs from the new one and how they include the songs from the book. Yeah, they took a little liberty with the book, but I love the idea of giving the characters stuff that fits their characterization and kind of fits the genre. So, like I said, like Veruca Salt's got that 60s Brit pop sort of thing going on, and I love that. I thought that was cool. I thought the one with Gene Wilder was scary when I was little. I didn't think it was scary. I thought it was cutesy. It always annoyed me. And then finally Oompa Loompas, there was just Oompa Loompa Doompity Doo, and I'm like, that's not in the book. And the problem that I had was I read the book. And if you don't read the book, it's a great movie. I actually, it's funny because like I talk to people about that and they're like, I love the movie. And I'm like, have you read the book? And they're like, no. And then they read the book and they're like, hey, wait a second. What the hell? No, Wonka's dad was not in the Great Glass Elevator from what I remember. Yeah, I will absolutely, I will agree with the statement that I do feel like the dad detracted from it. I feel like it wasn't explored. I feel like it was really tossed in there at the end. But otherwise, like, I really enjoyed the movie. I had a lot more fun with it than I did Gene Wilder. And like I said, I love Gene Wilder. Listen, he's great. Just realized that YouTube had me back from actual live by a little bit. Whoops. Great Grass Elevator. One of the weirdest books I've ever read. And regarding the Flintstones, I only said seasons 4 through 6 were deleted, not the first 3. I don't know. I think maybe when we found the 4 through 6. Unless, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, HBO Max, I literally just got for Last of Us. I didn't get it for anything else. I've been watching a couple things on it, but really, I just got it so I can watch Last of Us every week. And like I said, I am loving that show. So good. The audio description has some issues. The scripting has been a little odd. There have been some glaring errors that I really wish they would have addressed. But otherwise, I'm so glad that we have AD on it. I think it's very helpful. But yeah, no, Last of Us has been fun. I've really been enjoying it. If you haven't gotten a chance, like if you've watched the game or played the game, or Space Go. Oh man, okay, I might. Space Goes Coast to Coast is on HBO Max. No description, was still hilarious. That hopefully means the Brack Show is on there, which will make me very, very happy because I love the Brack Show. Psych Oklahoma is one of my favorite episodes of any cartoon ever. There is nothing better than Zorak as a Norman Bates character singing about guests staying at the Painful Acres. It is still one of my favorite things from any show ever. And I love that they get, every time that Zorak sings, they have a different singing voice for him. Because the guy that voices him has that really growly voice. But his singing voice is really good. Oh my gosh. I love the Brack Show. The rap battle one is also hilarious as well, where the entire episode is just raps. That was really great. I think they got MC Chris on that. If I remember, no, Zorak and Brack are different. I think is Zorak R. Croker. He just passed away. I believe Brack is Andy Merrill. In fact, I'm Googling it right now. C. Martin Croker. Yeah, C. Martin Croker was Zorak. He was also Moltar as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I think Andy Merrill was Brack and did some other stuff. But I just love that he had a separate singing voice. And it was really funny. I would highly recommend the Brack Show. It's one of those shorter, like 11-minute, William Street production ones. But very funny. I do love, yes, Space Ghost Coast to Coast was also great. That's when I could actually sit down and watch again. I never had description for it. You do kind of need it sometimes because there is some visual humor going on, but it's still great. The great thing about that show was that they would actually like ask the guests completely different questions and then splice the answers in. And it was just awesome. Always really enjoyed it. It was silly, dumb show. I approve. Yeah, Breck Show was fantastic. Oh man, I know what I'm going to watch later. Maybe I'll watch it during class, Brian. If you hear giggling and me not responding to Megan, you know I'm watching the Breck Show. Oh my gosh. I love this. We got to do more of these chatting things. I want to do a primetime one and talk about some stuff. And I wanted to do it Tuesday, but I spent, no joke, we spent 4 hours at the T-Mobile store because I wanted to get a phone, and then Cassandra wanted to get a phone, but Cassandra had a different company, so she had to switch to T-Mobile, and that was just a long process because T-Mobile is slow. Like, I think one of their tablets crashed, and like there was some problems, and the number had to get transferred, and it was just like, oh my god. We'll get on FaceTime in the background and watch. No, because I'll do it. You don't understand. So, Liam, how is your cases going? No, we better not do that. Oh my gosh. But no, class is going good, and I'm excited. You guys know I don't talk a lot about class because you can't really talk about your students. That's kind of a violation of HIPAA. But I'm really happy. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm having fun. And I said the other day to somebody, and I think they kind of laughed at me, but anyone that teaches knows, my students kind of feel like my kids. They do. They feel like my kids. And so I'm always so excited to see them do well, and I'm always sad when they're not doing well and wanting to help them do better. And I think when you have a full caseload, it's harder to really give them the one-on-one attention, but my caseload is small, so really my students are my life right now, and it's really been wonderful. I've had so much fun just teaching and working and watching them improve and just watching them gain confidence, and it's so much fun. No, don't do it, Brian. Brian says, I'll be sure to speak like Zorak during class. No, don't do it. Please, I will lose my mind. Maybe I shouldn't go to class today. Sorry, I'm sick. I can't make it. We didn't get our group assignments yet, did we? Because we're going to have to start presenting again. I hope you've got something to present, Brian, because I don't. So I'm just going to be like, oh, I don't have anything, but Brian does. And no one else will get it. Yeah, I don't think Eli's tuned in today. So he doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know. I did make an 11 Labs Eli voice and send it to him, and he thought it was pretty funny. And I made it say and a bunch of times. I still haven't finished his presentation. I still got to finish editing it. Whoops. My bad. But the kicker, by the way, another thing to talk about, Microsoft Teams is rebuilding their app in that newer, I forget what you call it now, but it's like what the new WhatsApp beta is built in and some other apps are built in. They're rebuilding their app, and so I'm very interested in seeing what they actually build, because Teams, for those, if you use Teams, it is kind of a hot mess. It is gross. It is not easy to use. It is really frustrating. And, yeah, it's kind of gross. I don't like it. Do not want. So the new Teams is supposed to be better. They're supposed to start testing it, and I think they said March. So I'm super excited because Teams is life, especially if you're in an organization that has it. Teams can really make a difference for you. I really love it for chatting with classmates, trying to coordinate things, get things done. We're not really using groups like the actual teams part of Teams, but it has been very useful as a communications tool. very easy to put groups together, and because I think email sucks. Send me that 11 Labs. Yeah, I'll ask him. I mean, all I really did was have him read his own presentation notes, and it was really kind of funny. All right, yeah, see you in class, bro. I was watching a different a video with different ringtones for VIOP services. The Teams one seems to give people trauma because it means they have to work. I mean, the Teams one, by the way, sounds kind of like the Skype one. It's interesting. It's different, but it's close to the Teams. I don't know if I've got the Teams. Let's see if I can find the Teams ringtone. See if it's up there. By the way, the Teams ringtone is also a horn in Forza Horizon 5. Fun fact. Here it is. Let's see. Sounds very similar to Skype, doesn't it? Also, I feel like you could put a beat behind that. I want to actually do that. I want to do like a Teams remix. I'm sure someone's done it. But I feel like there needs to be a dubstep Microsoft Teams remix. I'm sure there is. I can't Google it right now because I don't want to get, in case there's a monetization copyright thing. But I'm sure someone's done it. I'm sure I'm late to the party, but it'd be interesting. Yeah, I miss the old Skype sounds. Signing into Skype used to feel like an experience. I just miss Skype. I'm actually surprised Skype is not dead yet. I'm very shocked that they have not killed Skype. I feel like they want to. I personally think when they do this Teams rewrite, they're going to kill Skype. I think Skype is kind of outlived its usefulness. I think it's time to move forward. And I think Teams, honestly, is probably the future. Organizational Teams is better than personal Teams, but personal Teams is not bad. It definitely is not the greatest of greats, but you can do a lot with it. Yeah, you could sync that sound in with the Skype calling sound. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, you could do some interesting stuff. You could glitch it. You could splice it. A lot of crazy things. So it is 9:24. I'd like to have a few minutes to get ready for class. Like I said, my day is craziness today. I've got class. I've got another meeting. I have to try to have lunch, and then I've got a student. And so, like, I have no Liam time. So I'm going to probably end at 9:30 and take like 15, 20 minutes to myself to just decompress and go from there. So I do want to thank you guys for being here. This has actually been a lot of fun. We will have to talk more about various things. I actually have some questions to pose to you guys. And maybe on the next one, we'll do that. And I'm going to try, hopefully next week won't be as crazy. So I'm going to try to actually sit down and have a afternoon or evening chatting with viewers. So more like evening in America, might be morning in some other places. And I figured we would sit down and talk and maybe let another group of people that don't normally get to catch these come in. I've always said the future is Discord, and I stand by that. No, I don't think so, actually. I don't think the future is Discord. I think Discord is a really good thing for gamers. I unfortunately don't see Discord being the future. I could be wrong. I mean, I think I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, definitely from an accessibility point of view, it's better, but it's still weird because of the fact that it's very web-based. And I don't know. I just don't see it. People have not been latching on to Discord. So when we had a Skype group for the Urban Army, people were very into it. It was a place that everyone hung out in. It got very chatty. It was actually a lot of fun. It was nice to have. The problem is it was very hard to administrate, and it was very hard to protect from forking attacks and things like that. So I had to make that hard decision to kill it. The thing about Discord is that I don't think people are comfortable with it. I don't think they want to be comfortable with it. It's not the same sort of experience. And so you'll notice if you're in the Urban Army Discord server, it's kind of a struggle. People use it, but not a lot of people do. And it has not really taken off in the way that Skype group. For those that remember the Skype group, man, that thing was great. It was very wonderful. Sometimes it was a little crazy, but it was very wonderful because it gave people a place to talk. And it was very simple. It was accessible. And it was accessible. And I don't feel like Discord has that same sort of... I don't feel like it's as easy to use. And I don't think the accessibility is quite where we want it to be. And so, yeah, I do feel like for a lot of people, they're just like, no, I'm good. Which is too bad because I loved the group. I thought it was really nice. I thought it was a nice place to hang out. And I hope one day we'll somehow reclaim that because I thought it was really cool. Have I tried Stardew Valley Extended yet? No, I have not. I don't even know what that is. So no. I know if Lexi is still here, she'll be like, play Stardew. I want to play more Stardew. And so I may need to look at Extended. I've never heard of it. But, yeah. Huh. I will definitely keep that in mind. Well, listen, we're coming up on it. I want to thank you guys for being here. I, of course, appreciate all that you guys do. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chilling. And thanks for being you. So let me bounce out of here. Oh, there we go. So I do want to thank you guys one more time for being here. I will be back hopefully next week with more stuff. I don't know if there's going to be any streams over the weekend. I would like to catch up on a few things, and they are not stream related. And so I'm going to try to do those. Also, soccer kicks off tomorrow, so I definitely have to watch the Seattle game and good stuff like that. Isn't the WhatsApp beta web-based / Electron? No, I think it's something else, actually. The beta is definitely not Electron. I don't know what it is, actually, but it's really good, whatever it is. I'm very happy with it. It is so much better. I think somebody said it was like EWP or something, and I don't know what it is, but it's this new thing Microsoft's doing where you can create web apps, but it uses like native widgets instead of actually being a web page. It's also supposed to be a lot less resource intensive like Electron is, but my knowledge of it is very limited. If somebody knows, please tell me, because it's very fascinating to me and what they've done. If you haven't used the WhatsApp app yet, the beta, go grab it. It's really good. It is head and shoulders, knees and toes above everything else that we've had. It makes Unigram look like a joke, which is not hard to do, but it is a really good system. It works well. I think there are some NVDA add-ons for it. Sometimes the tab order is a little funny, but overall, I think it's a really, really good beta, and that's what I'm running, and I love it. And it's actually gotten me to use WhatsApp again because I don't like chatting on my phone. I like chatting at the computer. It helps with my ADD. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, it is time to go. Again, thank you guys for being here. I will be back next week. We'll try to do one of these sooner than next Friday if I can. If not, I'll be back next Friday, but hopefully through the week we'll have some gaming of some sort. I just don't know what yet, but we'll try to do something. And I'll see you guys then. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. Good night and good corn.